All right, so today we're going to be working on a jackfruit carnitas recipe. We're going to make some tacos off of this, and here's pretty much the ingredients that we're using today. Got some cinnamon, coriander, cumin, oregano, paprika, some chipotle powder, of course the jackfruit, some avocado, limes, chilies, garlic, tomato, and some more chipotle. So it's going to be a spicy taco, but right, so the first step that we're going to be doing is I drained the jackfruit and then I shredded it. So I took apart the parts that come off a little easier with your fingers, and then I used the core, which is harder, and I chopped it up with my knife. And so I'm just putting it in this bowl here, and then I'm going to add some fresh garlic and then these spices over here to it. And then we're going to let it marinate for a little bit, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I have about 3 pieces of garlic in here. Mix it up with the jackfruit. I'm gonna add these spices next, and then I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, marinate as I get working on the rest of the recipe here. So this is where. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm making a braising liquid for the jackfruit. I have some maple syrup in there, some orange juice, some lime juice, avocado oil. I'm gonna add some vegetable broth, and I have a chipotle pepper here, and I have some oregano that's sitting on there. So this is all gonna be part of the marinade for the Jackfruit Carnitas Tacos. All right, so we have our clean pan here. I'm using a cast iron pan. You don't have to use a cast iron pan. You can use another different type of pan if you have one. I just prefer the cast iron pan because it gives it like a nice texture at the end of cooking process. So I'm getting this pan hot. I'm gonna add the onions from this broth right here, this braise, and then also the avocado oil, and cook that down for a little bit, and then we'll add the jackfruit. All right, so this is a totally optional step, but we added some fresh chopped serrano chilies to this mixture because we really want some spicy jackfruit tacos. So totally optional step here, but if you want the spice, you can add. So I added the liquid to this, the braising liquid, and I turned up the heat, and I'm gonna let this go to a simmer, and then I'm gonna lower it, cover it, and then let it cook for about 20 minutes, pretty much until all the liquid is. So as this mixture here is simmering, I just take my fork here and I just break up any pieces here that are, any chunks that don't, that need to be broken down a little bit. And then after it's all broken down, I'm gonna cover this and let it I'm going to cover it, lower the heat, and let it simmer for. Okay, while the jackfruit is cooking, I'm going to make a fresh pico de gallo, avocado pico de gallo. So I'm using red onion, some tomato, limes, some chili, cilantro, avocado, and some salt. And it's going to go in this bowl right here. So this is going to be on top of the. So I'm going to show you what it looks like now. It's been sitting here for about 20 minutes, and all the liquid has been removed from this, and there's a little bit of liquid there, but you get the idea. And I'm going to stir this up one more time. All right, so here we go. We have all our toppings and all our ingredients ready to start eating our tacos. I have the jackfruit here. It smells really good. And we have some shredded cabbage, some avocado pico de gallo. I found some microgreens and some corn tortillas. All right, so here is our carnitas jackfruit tacos. We have the cabbage there in the bottom. We have the carnitas meat, the avocado pico de gallo, and the microgreens. And we're yes, give it a bite and see what you think.
Stop. Actually, it doesn't look like we could not know that it's not a meat.
Right.
It's just because people think that, oh, I eat vegan, just like vegetable. How could you know if you eat and you didn't know that it's vegan?
Mm-hmm. So if I didn't tell you that was vegan, you would have no idea.
No, but I don't know what is this one. Yeah.
All right, so there's our taco. We have our jackfruit on there with some cabbage, the pico de gallo salsa with avocado, some microgreens, and some fresh lime. And this is going to be my third taco.